Hello everyone. So how was your day? It was nice, pretty good. Hope you are all safe at home, right? Perfect. All right. So before I move to the lesson two, okay, how was the previous lesson? Uh, I understand. It may be for someone it may feel easy. For someone it may be a little bit difficult to understand, but that's okay. Don't worry. We'll overcome all our we'll overcome all those things as we go forward. We'll go back and forth, try to understand exactly what does that mean as we go all along, right? So that quick recap, like what we learned in the last session. So one thing is that everyone is unique. There is and all are equally talented. There is no point in comparison with, there is no point in comparing an apple and orange, right? So does there is no point in having a comparison with our peers. Definitely we should be competitive. We will be competitive for achieving a goal. That's true, because that's not negotiable, bottom line. At the same time, you should not feel low when someone has achieved something, and at the same time, you should not show vanity when you have achieved something. You should be proud of. So, pride is something different, right? But you should not be showing vanity, and neither you should feel low when somebody achieves something. Say this picture, right? Now, a gusty breeze brings you a trouble or happiness. This is a question, right? Uh, Now, you tell me, what do you think? Is Can you see the pictures of two girls, right? So one is feeling the breeze with her hair going backwards. The other one is looking on a different direction. That's why hair is falling on her face, and as a result, she is a little bit in agony. She is agonized with the wind. So that is the case, right? It all about which way you look, right? So how many of you, tell me, how many of you term any problem as your challenge? So often we'd say, okay, when you get any problem, oh, I am the most, it happens to me only. I am the most unlucky person in the world to have this kind of problem. But have you thought, like, if we if we rephrase the problem word altogether as a challenge? Okay, this is a challenge. You're fine. I mean, life is a boring if there is no challenge in it. Just try to think in that perspective. Just give an example. Let's say there the terrorist infiltration is happening, and our border security force or the army personnel deployed in our border, and what they will say, "Abhi to bhagaya." I mean, sorry, I am speaking Hindi. If in case if you don't understand, I will say. So it's saying like, "Abhi to bhagaya, फिर से आ रहा है, क्या problem है यार?" This is one way of saying. I'm saying, "आजा, दिखाता हूँ अभी." Right? So I mean, you see, okay, you take it as a challenge or you take it as a more of a problem. So that is what the most important thing. The moment you rephrase the word, I can get. I trust me. Like the moment you rephrase the word problem with the word challenge, I can say 50% of your battle is won. You own the battle. You already own the battle 50% if you just rephrase the word. So coming to that, so we all go for a tough situation. We go for a when things not go along with us. But there is a different way to look at it. We can take this as more than an opportunity. And if we are in opportunistic in life, we will make hell out of good things out of it. So so there is one famous quote by Nelson Mandela, who is the freedom fighter of South Africa, right? Like our Mahatma Gandhiji. He's like, he told, like, it always seems impossible until it is done. So sometimes you feel, no, want to sometimes feel, okay, I cannot do this. This is not possible. This is too tough, right? But the moment you are done, won't you feel, oh, it was so easy, right? So whenever you are, it always looks that the it is very difficult to achieve. So that is always not the case, right? You have to put your best effort. You have to you have to show your grit, that okay, I can do this. Constantly, that's the saying, like, so if you have seen the pebbles in the river bed, right, or the rocks in the river bed, have you seen that the rocks have become smoothened out? So do you think that the rocks have smoothened out by any force? Year after year, the water is just flowing softly over the rocks, and it has eroded the rocks like that way, right? So that there's a what. So you have to show enough grit. You have to put your best effort to take things in the very positive perspective. Right. So just to give another example, like the discovery of India, the famous book that is written by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our first prime minister, right? So he has written this book when it is 1942 to 1946, when he was in the imprisonment, like in a jail in Maharashtra. I forgot the name of the jail, but the thing is that just imagine, like he could easily, he could have felt low, or he could have got frustrated. Oh, I am in jail. I have nothing to do. I am detached from my family. I am detached from my political leaders. So I should feel low and I should not do nothing. But what he did, he took that this is the best opportunity where he kept himself aloof from the entire external world, and he started writing a book. He did his previous, he just looked into his previous research work, and then he wrote the complete book itself. Right. So just similar, like often I heard from a lot of my people, a lot of my folks, I mean colleagues, and friends, like okay, we are in the lockdown, feeling little bit of depressed. But I feel this is the best opportunity to do something new, do something differently, do something which you have not done for a very long period of time because of your, busy schedule, going to office, going to, and going to schools, coming to schools. But how about making this opportunity, taking this opportunity to do something differently? Uh, like, so this is how you should look at. Like anything is it. I again repeat, I'm repeating. Like the moment you rephrase the word problem as a challenge, I can guarantee you that you have already won the battle, right? At least 50% you have won the battle. So does the perspective should change of how you look problems into. The other thing, maybe the other is I will tell you another story, right? Where the weakness can become a strength altogether. So I don't know whether you know the story of the Bob and Bill. So Bob and Bill are two friends, very close friends, and they are the woodcutters. They go to the woods, they go to the forest, they cut woods and bring back home, and by selling those woods, they make money. Actually, Bob was a very stout guy. He was a stout guy. He has more energy and lot of power than Bill. And Bill is a lean, thin guy. He could merely cut a wood. This kind of guy he is. But every day, when Bob and Bill return from woods, it is always that Bill brings more woods than Bob. How is that possible? So, every day that is happening for a long period of time. And one day, Bob's wife could not stop herself, and she went to Bill and asked, like, Bill, I have a question. Bob is such a stout guy; he can cut more woods. But every day when you both of you return, I see Bob is bringing a mega amount of woods. On the other hand, you are bringing quite a large amount of woods. What was the secret behind it? Can you tell me, so that I can tell to Bob as well, maybe as a what we cannot tell him as a friend. Then Bill was saying, see, just calling her wife. Uh, Bill was saying that I have noticed it, and every day I was trying to say that to Bob, but he is not listening to me. And just I am thinking that I was going to tell you to, I'm going to tell you that, but it's good that you came here. So then what was the secret? So Beep says, see, I have a very lean, thin guy. I cannot cut wood for such a long time. So every 20 minutes after I cut wood, I sharpen the axe so that I apply less pressure and cut more woods. So every 20 minutes I cut, or a half an hour I cut the woods. For 10 to 15 minutes I just sharpen my axe and again go back to cut. But when I ask Bob to do the same, he replies, I am busy sawing. Don't disturb me. I don't want to sharpen my axe. I am very much busy sawing. Oh, come on. So can you see that one guy who is where his weakness is actually has become a strength, because he knew that I cannot do this such kind of humongous task by just applying force alone. I have to sharpen my weapon. So that is the thing. So you can definitely, when you have a problem, you can turn the problem into an opportunity. You can turn the weakness into a strength by just doing things differently, right? So that's the thing. Just change the perspective on how you look at it. Change the look it in a very much positive mindset, you'll be definitely, I can guarantee, you will definitely going to overcome that problem, what you think as a problem, right? Okay, see you in the next session, and really appreciate your time. And I really thankful to Bhaskar for doing all sorts of arrangements and spreading the lessons to you. Appreciate, guys. See you in the next lesson session. Bye.